Tired of feeling powerless against a system designed to break families apart? Do you demand answers, truth, and justice when it comes to child protective services? Then it's time to shatter the silence and tune in to the #1 CPS podcast that speaks the harsh truth. Tiff and The Punisher. We're here to expose what they don't want you to know, to give a voice to the voiceless, and to empower you with the information you need to fight back. Join us live Monday through Friday at 7:45 p.m. Eastern on youtube.com/@abolishcps. Every Thursday, we bring in a special guest host, the one and only Angry Citizen, to dive even deeper into the issues that matter most. This isn't just a podcast, it's a movement. We're creating a new wave, a community demanding accountability and transparency from CPS. But we don't just talk about the problems. We offer solutions. Introducing the CPS Punisher app, the educator they didn't want you to find. Available at www.thecpspunisher.com. This revolutionary tool is a must-have for anyone involved with CPS cases. It helps you track and analyze every detail, giving you the upper hand and the knowledge to navigate this complex system. Don't walk into your next CPS interaction unprepared. Arm yourself with knowledge, and arm yourself with the CPS Punisher. Join the fight, get informed, and become part of the new wave. Tiff and The Punisher, the truth they can't silence. Tune in tonight.
Yeah. The hunters just became the hunted. Tiff and The Punisher! We're coming for you! Systems corrupt, snatching kids in the night. Foster care pipelines profit from the fight. Lies on the paper, judges paid off clean. Tearing up families, living out their dream. Equal and the same, we uncover the game. Foster care corruption, putting kids through the pain. Gunning for CPS, no mercy, no slack. We expose the truth, now you're under attack. You came for the children, thought you'd never fall. But the table's turning. Hear the battle call. When the hunters become the hunted, we are coming for you. When the hunters become the hunted, CPS, your time is through. Tiff and The Punisher rising from the flames, uncovering the lies, screaming out the name. When the hunters become the hunted, we are coming for you. Podcast dropping bombs every episode raw. Real survivor stories breaking every law. You hunt the parents, label us all insane. But we flip the script, now you feel the pain. Gunning for CPS, equal and the same. Breaking down the system, screaming out your name. Foster care secrets buried in the dirt. We dig them up deep, watch the whole thing burn. You thought you were untouchable, hiding behind the stage. But the hunted are rising, it's already too late. When the hunters become the hunted, we are coming for you. When the hunters become the hunted, CPS, your time is through. Tiff and The Punisher rising from the flames.
They are taking our kids every day. A child a minute, no one has a thing to say for those who have been isolated. Don't be worried, you have a voice today. So listen up, everyone, here is the story. Child Protective Services is real. CPS is what they call it. They want our kids because it fills a lot of people's wallets. We all think it won't be us. We say when they come we will be so tough. It all sounds good when there's no one to take them. But when they come, your voice gets to breaking. Stay calm, step away. CPS ain't taking no one today. We are educated. Stay calm, step away. CPS, you need to leave. I know the tricks up your sleeves. You can't do what you're trying to do. We have done our homework. Don't do a damn thing without a warrant. You will no longer will steal our kids this way. Tiff and the Punisher have come for the calling. They are giving us the CPS warning. Their voice is loud and clear. We stop losing our kids this year. Tiff wants to fight the entire planet. She's tired of our kids being taken, god damn it. She's been fighting CPS for 30 years, bringing children home from this disgusting mess. The Punisher screaming out loud, abolish CPS and tear it down. I want all our kids to come back. Look at all those kids' pictures held up by Tiff Tack. Together we are stronger than we need. We will tear down CPS with hot speed. We will do so much being together. The birds of a feather flock together. So watch out, CPS, here we come. Picking you off one by one. We promise to bring back the family and prosecute the caseworkers unhandily. So give us back the kids you have taken. Sending you all on a vacation. The one with bars in the windows and the only games you play are on Nintendos. Corruption in courts, here we come. We won't stop until it's done. Your judges need to learn what you stand for. This is Tiff and the Punisher Warrior. And we cry out to all you out there. We need support for a cause that many don't care. All children are being stolen way too often. So CPS, we plan on doing the stopping. Stop!
What's up, Tiff?
Oh, it's storming here. So if we lose connection, it's because the power went out.
Oh, gonna be one of these. There you are. Oh, lordy lord. Are you there?
Yeah, did you hear me?
No, you were frozen.
Oh, I said if we lose power, it's because we're having a storm here.
That's really weird because right before the show, we lost power. And we're
Really?
not having a storm. I thought it was time for the government to shut us down. I thought the time was now for the whole blackout, the age of the blackout.
Oh,
What's up, Kelly? Chris Bratton. Wow, I haven't heard from them in a minute. Nice to have you back, Chris. So a lot of things are happening, Tiff.
oh yeah.
Seems like it. Seems like there's a lot of I don't know if a lot of things are happening, but there's a lot of exposure going on to things. People are discovering more and more. It seems like there's information just flying out. So what do you take of all of this? What do you take of all the information that's leaking out about, people like Becca is doing her, like her findings and all of that. And, like we know what we know about certain cases and everything. But what is, at the end of the day, what are we going to be able to do with all this information?
Well, I'm hoping the more that comes out, the more people will understand, right? Because like people sometimes will send me these nasty messages, right? Like, see, you're lying. CPS doesn't take kids for no reason. And I've gotten to the point where I'm not going to argue with them. The only thing I say is, okay, so what's your address?
Right. When they come to your house, how is that going to be?
Right? Because I'll send them and we'll see
Right.
if they don't take kids for no reason.
Right. I mean, it's terrible to say that, but it's true, right? Because how much more can you get? Because I think that's what this movement needs, is to get these people that aren't affected yet to come out and stand for us. Like we need to have the people that I guess would be like, quote unquote, normal people.
What's
Uh,
normal?
right. Well, that's what I'm saying. Right. What is normal when you're in this whole world? But like the people that still celebrate holidays and still move on, like life hasn't skipped a beat for them. But I think that's what we need, is people that haven't been affected by Child Protective Services to come out and stand with us and stand beside us in a way, so that way, because I feel like number one, the discrepancies of amongst the people in the movement are very hurtful towards the movement itself. Because you
But
don't
those
see other.
people are starting to dwindle away.
Right, and they will, and then in another 2 years we'll see them again. You know what I mean? Like it's like it's a 2-year thing, and they are dwindling away, and the trending thing is going away, and that sucks though, because that sucks for this movement, because now all of a sudden again we're not going to be getting the attention that is needed, and we still haven't solved the goddamn problems.
Well, I sent you a video earlier. I want you to get her on. If you go in your messenger, I sent it to you. I'll tell you when. Hold on there. I sent it to you. I don't know what time I sent it to you, to be honest with you.
It's all right, I believe you, and I can find it right here. Well, obviously I believe you.
Yeah, it's
but-
Kaylina Hart of Gold. We need
Okay.
to get her on the show, but you need to watch. We need to watch her video on here real quick.
Okay, let me find you here first. Hold on. Oh, and everybody, I talked to Henry, and Henry's doing as good as can be. They didn't actually surgery him yet, so that's good. But he's still upright and taking nourishment, so that's good. He is still in the hospital, or he was still in the hospital as of last night at midnight.
Well,
But he's doing okay, considering the situation and all.
and her headline caught me for this reason only. Children in safe homes are being removed and kept in care.
Oh, okay, yeah, I got it right here. You want me to play this? You said.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, strap in. We're going to the movies for a second. My sound effects, thank you. My little sound effect machine maker I am. All right. Do we see it up there?
Yeah.
Can you see your face? All right, cool.
Yes.
Make sure the volume's up, because that's when, there we go, volume. Okay. We'll back this up a little bit. Come on, lady. Oh, am I going to have this problem again, right? Oh, there we go. All right, here we go. Can you hear it, Tiff? Because I can't. Can you hear it?
No.
Okay. So it's not just me right now. All right, hold on a second, guys. Sorry about this. I saw the little volume thing come up, but where the hell did it go, right? That volume's up, but I saw one on the side of the screen there. Oh. Where did that thing go? She was talking for a minute. What the hell is the problem here?
You can just put it on the freaking. Hover your mouse over it, and then on the. There you go.
It won't let me do it.
Huh.
This is really weird because it starts to talk at the beginning.
Yeah, like it's like you can hear it, kind of like.
Becca, I just sent it to you too.
Yeah, try to share it, Becca.
Okay, hold on.
Because yesterday when they were sharing them, they weren't able to hear them for some reason.
Let's see here.
I swear the stuff that they do to us.
Here we go. Oh, come on.
Kelly's a good one. Kelly's out there. Kelly. I wonder how Debbie's doing. We haven't heard from Debbie in a minute.
Yeah, I don't know.
Has anybody heard from Debbie? And don't forget, Sunday is the start of Corrupt's new show. So that'll be exciting. And Saturday night we have the Punisher and Friends podcast at 9:30.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and be on there.
Well, you should be. You're part of that.
Yeah.
I didn't even know we had that.
It was in one of the memos.
What memo? I didn't get no memo.
Well, should have.
Everybody just likes to exclude me nowadays.
You just
Did it come up, Becca?
Yeah, I have to approve it on my phone. I have to,
Oh,
because I have all this 2-step fucking authentication thing on for me.
yeah.
That kills you. If you don't have your phone, you're done.
I know, right?
And
So-
yeah, right. And Becca, see if you can find this girl that we're about to watch. This woman.
Okay. Like on
My
Facebook.
my little 4-legged son had to come up here and sit with me.
Oh yes, you little hairy man.
I don't know. Facebook Messenger's been on some crazy stuff lately. I was literally talking to somebody the other day and I was missing words in my conversation. Like they were not there. I'm like, oh, this is nice. Come on, Facebook. What are you doing?
Like that
Having a
right there.
brain fart? I mean, what are you doing?
This is crazy.
Trust this device. Why didn't stupid?
Let me
Okay, here we
see.
go. I think.
Did you get it?
The only part that she was wrong about. Okay, go ahead.
Hold on a minute. Let me bring it up. I'm getting to Messenger. Here we go. Tiffany Wise. Okay, here we go. I'm on Tone Wool Zoom. Okay, I don't care what you're doing, Jen Brabson. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Play.
So while Becca's working on that, the only part I disagreed with her on
Okay.
was she said nobody's talking about it, but we are.
Maybe we're
just
nobody.
We're nobody. That's right. Darren is correct. We are nobody because
nobody.
Essentially, I mean, I have people that literally, I tell them they're like, oh, well, did you, what? And I'm like, I'm associate, I tell them like CPS breaking news. They're like, oh, what's that? And I'm like, oh, well,
It's
I'm
crazy
like,
how
oh.
overlooked we get, but
Right?
these people come out and then they just start up. And I mean, Tiff, you've been out this for 30 years and then I've been at it for 6 and the CPS breaking news stuff's been out for 4. I mean, then it's crazy that, like, how do we not get out there? I mean, we put content out all the time, like it's just nuts but then these people can just come out and start up and they get thousands and thousands of viewers or thousands and thousands of, followers. It's crazy.
Can you see this? Okay, no.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay. Just making sure because I'm like, oh, do I see? Okay, here we go. Now, where'd it go? Because it says that.
I realize that you can be the best parent in the world and the department is still going to take your kids. And I can't.
All right, let's restart it.
I was a child protection social worker for 9 years and I left. I left because I became a mom and my whole new perspective changed. I realize that you can be the best parent in the world and the department is still going to take your kids. And I can't be a part of that system. But here's a system I want to be a part of. One that protects children. One that protects the children's voice and protects the parents who are keeping the children safe. So in this country, I don't know if you noticed, but there's a lot of parents who are actually getting their children removed and they're the safe parent. And they're the survivor of domestic violence. It's typically those ones. And the children are being removed and put into foster care while their survivor is actually being controlled even more by their abuser because of the situation that is now instilled because Child Protection Services got involved. So there's a lot of this going on and we need to talk about it. My goal is to give children voices and keep them safe while also protecting the parents who are keeping them safe. So this is a system that needs to change and we need to talk about it. I want conversations. I want to know if you have a case like this. Let's talk about it because there's not enough conversations about it. We need to change that. Let's get talking.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Jeff. There's many conversations. I mean, Becca proves that with her studies. We proved that with a daily, yesterday on my channel, we had 1,000 views. You know what I mean? So people are out there and they are talking about it. It's just how they commit to it and how they, thanks for doing that, Becca, by the way.
Yeah.
Like how do they commit to doing the stuff? You know what I mean? Like, what are they coming out with? What are they talking about? What are they saying? How many people are willing to go out and share their stories and how many people are willing to commit to a group, willing to commit to any of this stuff? That's the thing. It's not about like, we need to hear more or whatever. I mean, we've heard, but then you have people like Renee and stuff, like their groups, they don't need to hear any more of the stories. So I guess it's where you pick and choose where you go for the group. You got to pick the right movement, right? The right group and the right thing. Because there seems to be subdivision after subdivision after subdivision, you know what I mean? But people are definitely talking. There's no doubt. Does there need to be more of a voice? It does, but the voice needs to be is the fact that they're illegitimately taking kids. This isn't the fact that kids that are not being protected aren't being taken. It's the fact that they are taking on a rapid rate kids that shouldn't be. That's what the whole thing is, my opinion.
Well, and here's the thing. People are talking, but the people that we're talking to aren't listening.
Mhm.
That is 100% correct. I concur with Tiffany. They don't take they don't take you seriously. And I think like what Darren said, back to what Darren said the other day, like, are these people being burned? Essentially? I mean, is that it? I mean, have they been burned so much that they just have lost all hope and faith in somebody that could possibly be giving them the right information? Is that the
Yeah,
case?
well, it's hard, right? It's hard for people to trust people, especially once their kids have been taken, right? Then you have the bad apples.
Mhm.
So that by the time they get to people like us that are for real and really want to help, it's like, I don't want to say that they've given up or they lost faith. I just think they're scared,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because you have to, until your kids come home,
Mm-hmm.
whether you've been TPR'd or they're still in the system, until your kids come home, the nightmare just continues.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like a victim being victimized over and over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
Because they want to tell you their whole story. That's why I tell people I only need to ask you a couple of questions and I can tell you if I can help you.
Mm-hmm. I'm the same way. Like, I don't need to hear your story per se, because essentially when people come in and they share their story, it's the same thing. We've all heard it, because it's a pattern, it's happening over and over and over, and it's not anything.
That's again where there's a problem, because people need to share their story for their own therapy. So you need to put that aside. And if you're going to be involved in this stuff, then you need to be 100 with that. And you've got to take the time to listen to their story, because even though
100%.
it's like, but that's like saying and I'm not being racist. I don't want anybody to think that, but that's like saying, oh, every black person looks alike, or every white person looks the same, or whatever, because no, every story is special in its own sense because it's their story. So
Yeah,
you've got to give that time.
Listen, you have to give that time. The reason I only ask a couple of questions is because I have a bullshit meter.
right.
Okay.
You and
And
me both.
after I ask you a few questions, I can tell if you're lying to me, you're bullshitting me, or you're just fucking wasting my time.
Mhm.
Then I'll find out what your story is. But I just ask a few questions, and the questions are different for everybody. Because, like I said, I have a bullshit meter. I mean, I can tell you how you are on the phone. I had a customer call. He was so fucking arrogant. He hated women. Just from a conversation, I told my husband, you need to deal with him when he comes in. And my husband was like, why? I said, you'll find out. And goddamn if I wasn't right.
That's
So I have a
freaking funny.
bullshit meter.
Me too. And
That's-
I mean, I like the fact that, you know, people want to tell me their story, but the one thing I don't really necessarily opt for is for when it's I have the case that's going to be the turn of the century. No. No. You know,
No, every case could be the turn. Any case can be the turn of the century.
right? And I'm sitting here like it's not like there's not really realistically anything special. I mean, because it's all the same thing. It's a pattern. It's all the same thing. So, I mean, everybody's case is special. I mean, in their own way, but I mean, people who literally make it out to be like this is gonna be the one that changes everything. And it's like, well, wait, oh. Hold on a minute. Anybody's case could do that. Not,
Well,
you know, that's
here's
that
the thing.
entitlement issue.
Me and Kim have been doing this 30 plus years each. If we have been doing this long, we would have already found the magic bullet, and neither one of us has found it.
Right.
I found it too.
Right.
Well, yeah, hold on. They found me.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, I agree 1,000% with that, what Tiff just said, because if there's anybody that would have founded something that was going to easily be a fixable way to do things, then there would have been them at this point. You would absolutely think, but I don't know. My personal opinion is I think that this thing is so easy to solve that we have overcomplicated it. And now it's completely way more difficult, way more everything than it was before when it was just a very simple process.
Because
So, I mean, that's
essentially
where I feel.
what I was told, like Wallace was telling me that I guess so, because like she says that they don't do like stipulations in California anymore. She says that it's pretty much like a waiver. Okay, so which I know Vincent Davis had said the same thing, and he compared it to the same thing. But essentially, she's like, well, they don't do stipulations anymore, and I'm like, huh. Well, you would be surprised at the stipulation abuse that these attorneys are essentially doing to these parents. I'm like, take it back to where it all falls to. It all falls to that point right there, that attorney. And I think that's why, you know, attorneys have been the certain attorney that did say something was super like defensive about it, like because
Mm-hmm.
I mean it's strategy. I mean it's a strategy game. Realistically, it is.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, what strategy do you want to use? I mean, essentially if you're calling out your attorney for ineffective assistance of counsel, they're
Mm-hmm.
not
And
like that.
somebody told Claire, and I like this analogy, right? Because the first thing is you can't let these people get in your head, right?
Mhm.
So somebody was telling her before she met me, you're playing checkers and these motherfuckers are playing chess. You all are
Mhm.
playing the wrong game.
Mhm. Mhm. I say that all the time.
So, right? And you have to be literally, you have to stand on your morals.
Mhm.
You have to put people in place where even when they think that they have authority, but I'm here to tell you, ain't nobody authorizing Tiffany Wise, period. I don't care who you are.
That's funny.
Um,
Prioritizing. I like that. That's
right.
cool. Put it in the TIFF book of TIFF books of dictionary. TIFF's dictionary.
Tiff's dictionary. Tiff's
Prioritize.
dick. Tiff's dick. Put in Tiff's dick.
Right. But they play a game. They play psychological games with you,
Mhm.
right? And technically that's abuse, because if your spouse did that, they would say, oh my God, that's domestic violence. You need to get out.
Mhm.
Get away from these people.
Mhm. That's what essentially pisses me off, because it's like, you're a bunch of hypocrites. You caused the damage. You caused more damage than the parents ever even attempted to cause, majority of the time. The mental damage to the parent, to the child, to the, I mean, what are you doing? Like, you guys, have you all done lost your minds? Like, hold on a minute here. This is not like, you can't say that you're not abusing these people, and then to even go to the extent of to continue to abuse parents by the process, by skipping due process, is even worse. Like, you're doing it for your parents, like you're doing it to the kids and the parents, but here we are. Like, you're still doing it. Oh God. Uploading.
There you go, Tiff. There's your bullshit detector.
Yep.
Yep. There you go. So that's it. We'll put that up on the screen from now on. If we're hearing people on the screen pulling bullshit, we're going to put that detector in.
And Becca's right? Because they don't see it that way. They say, oh, I'm doing my job. Well, your job is to keep children safe. Your job is to know what parents' rights are. Bitch, do you know your own rights? Because if you don't know your rights, you damn sure can't say you know somebody else's rights.
Right? And you can't essentially stand on your rights when you don't even know. You can't even defend your rights when you don't even know they're in jeopardy.
Listen to me. Listen to me. If you read the Constitution, if you read the Bill of Rights, if you read the Declaration of Independence, and you learn those 3 documents, all you got to do is pull this bitch out and open it up and say, so which right are you planning on violating today?
Right.
Yeah. Has lost its funding.
I don't have my person here, but I carry the human rights, the Declaration of Human Rights in my purse. I carry the Constitution, and I carry the Citizens Handbook. All 3 of them are in my purse at all times. So don't make me break out my shit, because I'll put it on the dashboard.
There we go. All right. I got it now. So now when we got it on the screen, we got to pull it up. There it is.
Yippee, the Georgia Center for Resources and Support.
Yep, put that on.
Has lost its funding through DHS and will terminate as of July 1st, 2026.
There you go, classic. Breaking down Georgia. That'll be what she's going to talk about Sunday night.
All right.
I'm excited for her show Sunday night. It'll be good.
Am I still co-hosting?
Yeah, if you want to go in there with her, if that's what she wants, then yeah, sure, why not? I don't know. Classic, you want to jump in here for a minute? Give yourself a little pump up for Sunday?
Oh, and don't forget, even though Pam Bondi is not there anymore, she's already taken the funding for the GALs and CASA away. They've taken all that funding away.
She said CASA. It's
called. Oh, really? So they don't have
whatever.
They don't have that?
No, they do not. Whatever they have is it's on reserve.
On reserve?
Oh,
when does their funding end?
That funding ended in January.
Okay. So what they have left is just like for, like you said, reserve or whatever?
It's on reserve. Once they run out, that's it. The federal government has said, we are not giving you any more money because you are not helping American children.
About time.
Well, that's what they said this term around. Next time around, who knows? They could go back for more. Because wasn't there a point in time where they ran out of funding just recently again, and then Congress came back and refunded them? Wasn't it out like a year ago or 2 years ago, and then they refunded it or something?
Well, here's the thing. Their budgets, like the budget they did for 2026, was done in 2025. So their budget for next year is already on the table. Their budget is gone.
Yep. Because they essentially like prorate it for the year,
right?
Like for the next year, they do like a prediction for the next year. Yeah.
And Pam Bondi said, we will not be funding the GAL program, nor will we be funding CASA, whatever y'all want to call it. You all are not helping American children. Your funding will be cut off.
And they should be cut off. I mean, and essentially, they all get Darren and I were just talking about this before we was on the show. The Title IV funding. I mean, I sent Osiris a document today, and he was like, "Oh my gosh!" He's like, "I couldn't even believe it. It just blew me out the park." Because I mean, but it was more for child. It was a child support issue, but it still was about the fact that these magistrates, like they essentially, so how it works is essentially child support takes this. They pay the how was it, Darren? They paid the judges for their time.
Uh-oh, Tiff. Even though that they, so the National CASA GAL Association from Children's Sports, the network of 890 states and local programs with funding primarily from federal grants and private donations, while facing recent federal funding volatility, including temporary grant terminations in April of 2025. Then it goes on to say that the organization provides technical assistance and pass-through, but it says here, it says funding status after a temporary suspension in April 2025, federal grants to the National CASA GAL Association were reinstated in August following a successful appeal.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let me look at this a little bit more. Let me see if this is, because I know I heard Pam Bondi said that same thing, so I don't know. Yeah, federal grants restored to CASA GAL after removal. Yeah, they got their freaking money
After they
back.
removed her, they restored it.
So here's my thing, but like we were like Darren and I was talking before the show, and essentially like they pay like child support pays the judges for their like they pay them per unit. Per
That's their retirement fund.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, is what it is. It's a freaking fraud.
Yeah, that's why they're so
$195.
quick to put your ass in jail if you ain't helping pay for their retirement.
Right?
Right?
And I mean, they had it all allocated to like what was it, Darren? Like 2,000 hours, like for 6 magistrates or something like that.
Yeah. Pays 100%
And
of their salaries or some shit. Yep.
yeah, and it was like 100% that it paid, and it was just I was just like, "What? Are you serious right now?" Like, and it was like $282,000 of Title IV funds.
Oh, you need to send that to me.
I was like, "Holy crap." I sent it to Osiris, and he was like, "Whoa." He's like, "Thank you," and he sent me a bunch of hearts beside it.
Yeah. They said that, yeah, it was restored for sure because she did it May 30th of 2025, and then they reinstated it August 19th of 2025.
Wow.
What does that say? Truth prevails. That's in every state. That they're all complicit in crimes against humanity.
It says they were being terminated because it was no longer effectuated the program goals or agency priorities, which includes protecting American children, since that is in fact the mission of the CASA GAL program. We strongly disagree with this decision to terminate. Blah 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 blah. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, because they literally the judges are the ones that control the CASA and the GALs. So who do you even? I mean, you can try and like submit a bar complaint, but some of the GALs aren't bar card holders.
The CASA people can be anybody. I tried to apply for a CASA in
Yeah.
New Hampshire, and they denied me because I was TPR'd.
Yeah.
They said I'd be biased to the system.
Oh my
Well, what you went
Somebody
and
has
followed
to
their
come
narrative?
on.
Who does?
I don't know. I can't see the names. She's wrong.
Truth prevails is who wants to come on.
Yeah. Give him a link.
Our CASA is funded by Vanguard. Yeah, I mean, so essentially it's the judge is the one that says, hey, you know, you can the judge is the one that has control over the CASA worker. I mean, but I mean, who do you report him to? I mean, it says to report him to the freaking to the judge, but well, if the judge is complicit in it, then what is doing that do?
All right, Truth Prevails. Here's the link for the show right there. Boom.
I'm glad you got it because I could never find it.
So Classic and Truth Prevails. There's the link. If you guys both want to come on in, then let's do this. Come on in. The link's right there. Lewis, Susie, how are you? I didn't ignore you guys earlier. I know you call you guys on the show.
He was probably talking to me. Sorry.
Oh yeah, Classic has a bunch to say about Casa as well. So this is going to be good. I'm excited. Nice work, Tiff, bringing this up. Very solid. Way to give us a topic.
CPS has taken authority over the sheriff's department authority. No, they just like to pretend that they have their powers.
Oh, they do. They do that shit. That's the sheriffs are slowly getting ousted out of all of these places. It's crazy. Like New Jersey, they have no powers anymore. I think it's the state of New Jersey, right? That they don't have any power anymore. They even lost the power to arrest. Yeah, it's crazy.
Here's Mariah. Let's see who that who Truth Prevails is.
Hey,
Hi.
how are you?
Let me mute my TV so it's not echoing.
Yes, perfect.
So yes, I am Truth Prevails on YouTube. Mariah Cranny on X, Facebook. JusticeWithoutLimits.org. I'm in the.
She's in the nothing. She's in the nothing.
She clipped herself out. Well, I hope
She
she comes
said
back.
she's on YouTube.
Yeah, Mariah. Well, she'll be back, I'm sure. That seemed like an
Yeah,
accident.
she'll probably come right back.
Hopefully she comes right back.
She probably just accidentally clicked. There it is. Yeah, I know that's
Oh,
Classic.
this Classic. Well, we'll get Classic in here while we wait for Mariah to come back. Classic, how are we? And she's
Nope, I'm back.
hello, Classic.
Hello. I'm excited to hear about the Vanguard thing. Definitely. I hope she comes in.
I do too.
But I just wanted to say really quickly, yes, so they were originally going to ditch the CASA services and quit funding all of that stuff. And then I guess somebody upstairs got wise, like, oh man, you don't want to do that. We make a lot of money. So instead, what they've done is they've done exactly what Darren has said. They're reversed course. They're keeping all of that funding in place. And instead, they're taking the funding from like Georgia SARS, which is what that is. It's a counseling and resource center for all foster families, adoptive families, kinship placement, all of those things. And what that company does, or what that entity does, is they put on like Christmas for the kids, right? They put on, they get Easter baskets, and they allow like $600 a year in new school clothes and things that you can come get from there. They're not new, but they're from their thrift store and stuff like that.
Right.
So if you have a foster child, or if you have a kinship placement, or as a resource, I guess they call a resource parent is a foster parent. I think I'm not really sure about all the new terms that they've created, but essentially they just have quit funding all of those things. So when they go to the kin and they say, hey, are you interested in adopting? Here are the services that are in place. Here's the way we can help you and put things, so that you feel supported. Those things won't be available anymore. So you're much less likely to have kinship step up to the plate. You're less likely to have foster parents who are willing to keep on going because they want to get paid for everything. They want everything for free. And then some, and then some, and then some. And so when they find out that, look, we're not getting new sneakers, they're not getting this, they're not, Georgia SARS, it actually, part of their funding is the foster kids who their parents don't, they don't love them, or they don't want them, not an adoptive home, but a foster home. They get to send their kids to summer camp for 6 or 8 weeks every single summer. And when it's spring break, they get to send the kids to spring training,
Right.
or some and the kids love it. They get to go ride horses, and they get to play baseball and shoot archery and all this stuff, but they don't know what they don't know, which is they're getting screwed out of the relationship with a parent, out of a family, out of what they really need to nurture their development and their adulthood, but they're kids, so they're just happy for the summer.
Right.
But all of those things will no longer be in place as of July 1st. So what happens now is that you can anticipate by another quarter goes by, their group homes, see, the foster homes will start dwindling. Kinship homes will start dwindling. Grandmas and aunties and uncles, they'll say, well, I can't afford that. We don't get very much. We'll get a couple $100 a month. That just basically pays for the lights and the extra toilet paper at $1 a roll, and an apple at $1 a piece. And by the time we do that, we're still losing money having this child in our home, which we do because we're kin and we love them, right? That's what you hope is the deal. But the more they lose, the more that Georgia Stars pays for haircuts for the foster kids. They come up with absolutely everything. The backpack drives, that's them.
Wow.
The dental work where you can go on a little bus, you get a haircut, you get your dental, you get your backpack and all that stuff. That's them. So Georgia's no longer going to provide those resources. So the kids instead will end up in more group homes like Goshen Valley and all of these places like Danielle's son was in, because they're going to have less and less individuals who are willing to take this role. So, which is why I'm cautious, and I urge everyone to be cautious. The difference between adoptive homes, foster homes, people who don't know what they've gotten into, and people who do, because there's a big difference. And if you cry too much that we want to close everybody's wrong, we got to close it all, and it happens too fast, all those kids are going to end up in group homes, which is a polite American way of saying orphanage
or child prison.
It's an orphanage. It's a child prison, and they purposefully want to eliminate the kinship and the adoptive homes and regular foster homes, because once they put them in these places, like my son was in one of those places for 3 weeks. They billed his Medicaid. Now, he's been in our lives. He's been our son for 13 years. Never ran his Medicaid, not one time, not for a dental appointment, not for anything. In 3 weeks, they said he received 47 services.
Oh, shoot. 3 weeks.
And when I talked to the group home he was at, and when I talked to my son, of course, he's home now, he never spoke to a counselor. The 3 weeks he was there, no one would speak to him. Nobody paid any attention to him. He received 0 services. Then when they got home, of course, they start crying, well, you guys need therapy. You guys got to go get some services. And I said, fuck you. Why didn't you give him service? You had him for 3 weeks.
Right. You fixed
You
him.
provided nothing to him. So how concerned were you?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Wow.
But I'm going to sue them. I'm going to sue them for running his Medicaid for services he did not receive.
Mm-hmm. Mariah, what do you got to say?
But that's the reasoning for wanting to do this, for dropping this funding and opening those group homes.
That's it.
But I'm going to pop off here so I can listen.
Oh, okay, classic. And we'll see you Sunday night.
Thank you for
too.
sharing.
Okay, yeah, thanks.
What's your YouTube channel again?
Classic CPS corruption.
Okay, I got that one. Mariah's, what's yours?
Truth Prevails 387 is my YouTube.
Oh, Truth Prevails.
Yes. All right, Mariah, what do you got to say about all of this?
I just saw the thing about CASA, and I've been shouting from the rooftops for over 400 days now about our local CASA here in Rapid City, Commie, South Dakota. They're funded. When I first started researching, their funding was through Vanguard, Amazon Smiles, which is some random NGO out of Seattle, Washington that got shut down, and people are complaining because they promised a bunch of people money that they never got. And then one other funding source. So there were 3 funding sources for our CASA, but one of them was Vanguard. And I'm like, why the heck would we want Vanguard, who are one of the companies that are like buying up houses and buying up real estate? Why would we want them having any influence over our court system? But then the further and further that I dug, I get it. It's all a freaking racket. And every single person that you could think of, all the way up from the governor's office, all the way down to the police department, they are all in on it.
Mm-hmm. As far as what? What do you mean they're all in on it? Like they all know what's going on? Like how so?
Yes. Like my sheriff. I have a TikTok video that I've shared far and wide of me talking to my sheriff after I spoke at a county commissioners meeting that I didn't even know he was at. Where I said, our CPS is trafficking children. Nobody's doing anything about it. And he says, oh yeah, that's just part of the system. I recommend you get a lawyer. And I'm like, but I've told you that I can't afford a lawyer. And I told you even if I had $1 million for a lawyer, because CPS is involved, they don't want to touch my case.
Right.
So we're just in limbo and our children are just, we don't know.
Wow. So you're saying Vanguard funds the CASA?
Yes.
Wow.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I could send you guys the link to the what?
I can't find you on YouTube. Maybe I'm doing it wrong.
Maybe you.
Okay, hold on.
Technologically challenged.
Prevails 387.
Oops, I'm gonna close it out. Here we go.
Oh, Osiris is in here.
Oh, that man.
No, I'm not saying he's in. Tiff. I'm not saying he's in here. I'm saying he's in the comments.
Hey.
The link is in the Osiris. If you do want to come on, the link is actually in the
Just find me on Facebook, Tiffany Wise, and send me the link because this is so
he's technologically challenged. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for letting me on. I'll keep in touch.
Please do. And I'm gonna subscribe to your channel.
Okay.
Truth prevails. Yeah, so this CASA thing is bigger than what we just were briefly mentioning, huh?
Mm-hmm.
There's some. Oh, I got it right here, right there. Truth prevails. Yeah, here she is, right here.
Osiris, are you coming on?
Ha! This is funny. Oh, let's watch her. Here we are. This is Mariah right here. You're just on the show, guys.
The Constitution of the United States is the supreme law of the land commissioners. My name is Mariah Granny. I am a civil rights advocate and I need to provide public notice to Pennington County. States cannot enact their own alternative legislation substituted for the guarantees of the Constitution of the United States. Clause 1, Amendment 5 states, no person shall be held to answer for capital or otherwise infamous crime unless on presentment of indictment by a grand jury. An emolument violation is when you pay a public official to break the law. Article 1, Section 10 says that no state shall create any law that will impair the obligation of contracts. Police officers, prosecutors, judges are all under a contract. A contract performed based on the oath or affirmation that they took to support and defend the Constitution. The 14th Amendment is the other place that you'll find the reinforcement of this issue, and that's where it states that no state shall create or enforce any law that shall abridge the privileges or immunities of the United States citizen. The privileges and immunities of United States citizens are at a minimum those enumerated within the Bill of Rights, the First Amendment. Unfortunately, the state of South Dakota has enacted a law in its inferior constitution that permits public officials, judges, law enforcement officers, whom you all pay, to violate the Constitution of the States of America. I have a list that I'd like to put on the record. Thank you so much. I have 29 seconds. He had 30 seconds left. Can I have his 30 seconds? The Constitution of the United States is the supreme law of the land. No state, county, court has the authority to enforce policies that contradict the Constitution or deprive citizens of their secured, protected rights. Under Title 4D and Title 4E, federal funding, states and counties receive financial incentives tied to removal of separation of children. This means that systems profit when families are torn apart. It's a criminal conspiracy containing prima facie evidence of crimes committed by judges and social workers within your county. Our children are not for sale, parents are not revenue streams, and no system that profits from the destruction of families has the moral or constitutional authority to exist. Service has been provided, and the law requires you to report evidence of federal crimes to a U.S. civil or military authority on receipt. Thank you so much for your time.
Whoa. That's good. She was all right there.
Well, thank God it's over, because all it was doing was being choppy.
Maybe for you. Oh, Cyrus.
What's up, internet? What's up, internet wife? What's up, internet brother?
What's happening, my man?
How you guys doing?
We're doing good. We're doing better
Hey,
now.
hey, Bex. I
Hey.
do apologize. I'm still a little under the weather. I've got a really bad, severe case of water on the knee.
Ooh.
Yeah. And I'm like 90 years old and the shit's not going away.
90 years old. Get out of here.
Well, thank God for medicine. And I have been listening, and first and foremost, I'm really proud of how the your listeners have been tuning in. And Bex, I got your email today, and I didn't really comprehend that because I don't know who that was.
Yeah, I didn't know who it was either. I was confused. I was just as confused as you
Yeah,
were.
I mean, I don't even know why they gave you that one. But Tiff, you're looking well. How was your Mother's Day?
She's in your
Brother Darren. Hey, listen,
Yes,
man,
sir.
I do apologize. I was supposed to get with you this weekend. I had some information, but
I figured you was out. He was under the weather.
Downstairs.
Hey, say hi to Tony.
Hey, Tony. There's he is real.
Finally, you heard about her. You
You
finally.
guys make me laugh so hard. He just listens. I be listening. I be listening to you guys.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you very much.
More power to y'all.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah, she had her goons come over here and rough me up because I didn't want to give her no money. I was just see,
Yeah.
hey, what's that sign?
That's a scary moment right there, baby.
learning sign language here today.
11 years and he's going to talk like this.
It's been 13.
Right?
Get it right.
That's a head, right?
Go on somewhere.
That's a nice woman. That's a good woman.
Yeah. We listen, I'm not going to be on long. I heard what the young lady was stating earlier, and I know that you guys agree with her. Oh, she done messed up my hair. I know you guys agree with her. I know that you know that these higher ups, everybody's involved in it. But one thing, one of the things that we train with in Title 4D is I train people to do the FOIA requests and get the contracts. Okay. And I don't care if they're in a Zoom meeting, which is actually fun, but the only thing with the Zoom meetings, they be like, oh, just mute them. All right. But, when you walk in here with these Title 4D contracts and you set them up, and it's the same thing. I think I sent you all the 5-year plan for the 4E contracts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, and we're working on getting the actual contracts because they're a little bit different for Title 4D. But what happens is when we make I can point out all the participants who are violating the law and violating their oath of office, and we have proof. All right. So one of the things that I want to tell you people that are dealing with this CPS problem is, number one is proof. Okay. Just don't make accusations and say, oh, well, they're doing this and they're doing that. We understand that they're doing it, but you want the tangible proof because that's how you shut it down.
Okay? You don't
just
argue
last
the
week
law on
alone,
emotion.
yeah, and well, here's a catch: they're not court, so you don't have to even put in emotions. You put in emotion with court.
No, I said they don't do with emotion. They don't.
Oh yeah. And we all know it's corrupt. I mean, my family here, y'all all know. Tiff, what you eating?
She's eating chips. She always stuffed in her face or something.
I saved you some ribs. You should have flew out on the private jet and got them like I told you.
Yeah, that new jet's coming. We just got the funding for that actually.
Yeah, the new jet, and
You rich ass. It's utterly disgusting how they're making money off of us. And I'm gonna say it again, and y'all know how I feel. They don't fear us enough. Okay. And
Not enough of us.
Yeah, they know where to come and find us. We don't know to go to find them. Got to your research. But make sure that you have all the proof that you need. And basically, instead of one of the things I'm going to be a little bit vulgar here. All right, you can't go to a pimp and ask him to take his $5,000 night hoe off the street. You're going to get shot. All right, or you're going to get a beat down. Something's going to happen to you. All right, so instead of going to the pimp, what you have to do is go higher and take the pimp somewhere where he has to answer. All right. And unfortunately, I mean, if you can find a honorable court who's not taking these big ass, fat ass envelopes, which they do, all right, because they're making a lot of money off of it. All right. And, I'm going to say it again, the Civil War is coming, but start taking them to federal court, folks. Do something, come together as one collective unit. And file a class action lawsuit and put the pressure on, because even in my industry, in the Title 4D industry, everybody whines and complains, but not once have I ever seen a group of people in any one state or any one city go in and block the street, protest, don't let people in the buildings, and start some shit. I've never seen it, but everybody wants to cry and complain.
Well, of course.
You know what I mean? Go down there. I mean, listen, do what you got to do, and I don't care if they got to call SWAT or the Army Reserves. Go down there and shut that shit down. Don't let nobody in the buildings. And do something. I mean, coming online and talking about it is great. It's a good outlet. All right, we don't talk about it. We are about it. Say it, bro. Say it again, bro.
That's right. Talk about it. You can talk about it. Be about it, man.
Yeah, be about it. You know what I mean? But nobody is getting together with all these families because I'm quite sure this is going on in all 50, however many states there are. All right. And Tiff, I think I send you videos every time I come across them. So I was like, I don't know if she saw this one or not, but I'm gonna send it to her anyway because there's more and more stuff coming out every day.
What'd you think about that contract I sent you this morning?
Did you get the one I sent you back?
I think so. Yeah.
All right, that was the basis of the contract. All right, remember I told you to look at line 18.
Yeah.
Did you look at it?
Yep.
All right, line 18 said the contractor, agents, employees are not agents or employees of the state or the 4D agency. So there's no 4D court order. And if you get the actual 4E contracts, and we are working on that for you, I promise. All right, it says the same things. They're subcontractors. They're in the executive branch. They're violating the separation of powers doctrine. They're violating their oaths of office. And here's the catch. We're the ones who's letting them do it.
Yeah, because nobody argues about it. No, everybody just believes what they say. They go on a blind faith of that they're correct.
Well, it's not about the arguing. It's about catching their ass outside when they go into that car. It's about catching them at their house. Just like, look, you got to treat them the same way they treat us. They know where you live. You don't know where they live. They know everything about you. You don't know nothing about them.
Child support is crazy. These people be trying to charge people that aren't even essentially the right people. They
But
did
there's
that
no
to my
such thing as
kid's
child
dad.
support. There's no such thing as child support, and there's no such thing as child protective services.
Oh,
Neither one of them exists. Only on paper.
well, yeah.
Only on paper. And outside of that, these people, these sheriffs, they're under contract with the 4E agency. These judges, the clerks of court. All right. I'm quite sure you're all aware of the separation of powers doctrine. All right. No branch of government shall perform the duties of another unless provided by the Constitution. The Constitution don't say nothing about no child protective services or no child support enforcement services. United States Supreme Court proved Blessing versus Freestone. There is no such thing as child support, but they call it child support anyway. All right, and we are amassing case laws against the CPS, which legally doesn't even exist. Bless you, baby. If that was a sneeze. All right, they don't exist. And y'all know how I feel about that Second Amendment. They come knocking on your door. Exercise your right.
Your second one.
Thank you. It's guaranteed. You have the right to protect your property. And as far as I'm concerned, if I put a $2 in a Pepsi machine and get that Pepsi out, hi, kitty, kitty, kitty. All right. If I get that Pepsi out and I paid for it, that Pepsi is mine.
Yeah. It's something that's
All right.
stuck in that machine. You get that.
Yeah, and guess what? If it gets stuck, we shaking that machine. I want my damn. Or the snack machine. You know the ones with the twirls. And the one with the twirls, and it gets halfway, and it gets all the way out, and then it just leans on a thing. And you're like,
oh God, piss me off.
Or they both get stuck in there, and then you put in more money because you think you're going to get the second one.
And then the second one gets stuck.
And then the second one gets stuck, and you're just like, what? That was the last of my money. Now what do I do? Somebody lose an arm, try to stick their arm up in there, trying to get that key.
Yes, and what people should start doing, and just like I said, I've been teaching this shit for years. All right, but in CPS cases, you have to go to the state's website. All right, the website is the most powerful and most potent source of information. The website, and I don't know if they have applications for a CPS, or is it just phone calls? The phone calls? Okay, is it so? There's no like phone call like
they have an
affidavits,
online
maybe?
recording agency too, like some states do.
All right, so they have like affidavits that people fill out, or they just call and say, "I think
They
these
just make a
people-"
phone call.
No, they're just tips,
That's a violation of due process,
right?
That's a violation, period.
Oh,
Because
we heard it.
now somebody's minding your business instead of minding their own fucking business.
All up in the Kool-Aid and don't know what fucking flavor it is. What do we call that? Have you guys the officious intermeddling doctrine? You guys are aware what that is?
No, I need that.
Okay. Officious intermeddling. All right, let's say you go away for the weekend, and your neighbor decides while you're gone to come over and trim your hedges, cut your grass.
Oh yeah, you told us about that.
Okay, all right, but you never asked him to do it, but he's going to charge you anyway. So you mean to tell me that somebody else gets to call in and say your kids are in jeopardy? And I think I'd say 80% of the time that shit is just because somebody's pissed off at you. All right, and then all of a sudden you got a sheriff and two fat women at your door, right? who are single mothers and are bitter against men anyway, so they dying to take you down. All right.
I had 12 police officers and one CPS worker, but they learned that night.
Officers?
You haven't watched my video? Oh, you should watch my videos.
I thought I saw him. Oh, and Tiff, how was the homecoming for the little boy? That was last week. I know I'm a little late, but I've been out of it.
That's okay. So everybody was in agreement because school's almost out. We got 1 week left. Then it was 2 for him to stay there because he's in a different county. So he's coming home. I hope I'm right, because if I miss the bus, I'm be in trouble. I think school ends May 28th here. So he's coming home June 1st.
Oh, wow.
But he's home. His mom picked him up. She's had him all weekend. Everything got dismissed. And the lawyer said, remember, you're out of her life.
Wow, that's beautiful, man. Yeah, it's like I said, folks, I advocate. I'm advocating a war. I mean, it is what it is. And Darren, I'm all about that, brother.
Yes,
But,
sir.
I'm not going to sit here and go to war for everybody while they're sitting home waiting for the outcome. I'm not going to get slaughtered, and I don't expect you guys to either. We all have to come together. That thing. What was it? January 6th.
Yeah, the insurrection.
Well, how was that an insurrection, brother? It's a constitutional right to get rid of government when it becomes destructive.
Right.
And yet people got convicted of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
How do you get convicted for exercising a constitutional right? These people are out of control.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean that should show you right there that our system is ridiculous.
Well, here's the thing. The Capitol is the people's house. The White House is the people's house. That shit belongs to us. Who pays the bills there? Oh, that would be us.
No, that would be y'all.
You know what I mean.
I know. I was just playing. But here's the catch. I mean, it is, but nobody's doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, listen.
People are scared.
And you know what? I made a video the other day, about a week ago, and I think it got maybe 180 hits, right? Which is fine, right? And I watched the video because I love YouTube. Right? I really don't watch regular TV. I like watching YouTube, for research. And I watched the video that had nothing to do with nothing that was posted for 4 hours and got 27,000 hits.
We talked about this last time. Yeah, it's just crazy.
Right. And people are complaining, oh, and yet, you like guys.
You don't watch nothing useful. What are you doing?
Like
He froze.
He's
and myself and others who are actually, chicken heads. So, and we are composing for you. Like I said, I'm not done yet. I'm still, I had a little setback with the knee. And listen, it took me a half an hour just to get up the steps to get in the office just to talk to you guys. That's how much pain I'm in. But the goodies are good. But when we get done, like I said, we're going to, I'm going to give you guys a class, and then we're going to go live, and we're going to give the people a class. And then after that, they can decide what they're going to do, because I'm going to give them, I'm going to give them a Gatling gun, right? I'm going to give them up to 200 million rounds of ammunition. It's not going to, it's not going to jam. It's going to keep firing. And all they got to do is hold the trigger. And if they don't take the time to learn it so they can exercise their power in their ranks, then I don't want to hear them crying anymore.
That's on them.
You can lead a horse to the water, but you can't make him drink it.
I know that's right.
All right. You ain't got to guide me to no Budweiser. I'm going to find it and I'm going to drink it.
Hey, Osiris, you want to talk about, well, I got two things I want to talk to you about. Jesus almighty. First, you want to talk about watching worthless stuff? Want to watch my newest cat video?
Oh my God, please don't.
Man,
he'll like it.
Brother, you're a genius. Anything you make
Watch
is not
this,
worthless.
This is my kitties right here. You ready?
Oh my
Yeah. I love your work, D.
Sorry, where did I put them there? There it is. Here we go.
Oh God, here we go. Tuxedo cats.
You just took the words out of my mouth. Oh man, look at them guys.
That's my kitties, man, for real. And then the AI.
So, which one of you wants to get straightened out? You guys got what it takes?
No.
Who does?
I want to be one
Fat pussies.
Yeah.
You're tuxedo and we are pussies.
One day, we'll be tuxedo kittens. Yeah, rough housing on the dark streets. We can't wait to straighten out it.
The wrong part of town, man.
Here, that does not say that.
All right, time to make friends. Yeah, let's get that sweet change. Look at all this loot. Too easy.
You cats didn't pay up. Big mistake.
All right, let's count the haul. You guys ready for a fight?
Karen, I'm done with you.
I heard about
Nice
the
daddy.
shootout. What happened to the little Tuxbinos? How many of them did those pussies take out?
There we go. That's my second one.
Oh my god! Somebody freaking just.
Hey, you know what, Derek? I need to. Oh, Darren, excuse me, Darren. I need to get with you. I was in here earlier today, enjoying my medication, and I thought about what I'd like to do is I want to get together with you because I still got that information I want to give you that we talked about last time we talked.
Yeah.
I want to get with you, and I want to produce a couple of videos, one for Title 4E and one for Title 4D. We can show the court scenarios on how it should be going.
Oh, my phone died.
And I will provide the information and the energy for that. And of course, you know, we don't do anything without confirming. And I think that'll be killer, man. So I'll get with you because I still, like I said, I didn't realize, man, it was Mother's Day weekend.
Yeah, no
man.
worries. I figured you didn't hit that. No worries, man. No worries at all.
I got caught out there. I did.
Yeah. Your mom was like,
you just met the first bully. And look, she ain't but this tall. I'm like 6'2".
I know you're just as tall as her in the chair.
Huh?
I said you're just as tall as her, and you're sitting down in the chair.
Pretty much.
Right.
She gonna come up here and whoop you. You better hush.
I kind of like that.
I knew it. I knew
That's
it.
why I keep talking shit. Tiff, you already know. So, with that, what I want people to start doing, and we should all be imploring people to start Googling Title 4E, start going on the CPS
Don't use Google.
website.
She's biased.
Huh?
Google's biased.
Okay, well, whatever you want to use, it doesn't matter. I don't care what
I
you
don't
use.
like Google.
Because our worst case, go to the law library. All right, if you can't, you know, however you want to do it, but get the information. All right, and even though Google may be biased, their websites are not. Okay. When I did my cases, when I used to do CPS, I used to do a lot of CPS cases in Indianapolis. All right, and the reason I was able to be victorious because I went to their website, and it tells you on their website it's federally funded. All right, and you know, it tells you about the 5-year plan, and it tells you about the contracts, and that's how we were able to you know, get it done and deal with the sheriffs. Like, yo, man, nah, you ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing. And a lot of people don't realize the sheriff's office is an executive office. It's in the executive branch. It's not in the judicial branch. All right, a lot of people don't realize that shit. So, you know, but even though
the power of the sheriff, man, the power of the sheriff is huge, and people don't understand that. I don't even think they understand it.
it's huge, but it's limited. All right, and we're the ones who can listen. All governments derive their just power from the consent of the governed. We're the ones who extend their power. Case in point, I know y'all remember the George Floyd bullshit, right? All right, George Floyd would have been alive right now if everybody would have just started whooping ass instead of filming.
Right, facts.
That's what my dad said.
Even Rodney King. Look at Rodney King stuff. Like,
Rodney King was like a little late at night, so I can, you know, that one I got. But Rodney King, well, he lived, but he did die.
But still, people sitting there filming these, you get bricks thrown in his face. You know, like, come on, man.
Man. They
everybody's just standing around with a camera instead of helping out.
Yeah, I mean, and I agree with you, man. I mean, even though, like I said, it was late at night, and but yeah, people could have helped. And even now, you see a lot of videos. I saw a video where a whole bunch of men attacked the woman, and nobody helped. They just put out the video cameras and started videoing. All right.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, and that's the problem.
That's the thing to do now, like,
you know,
don't
we got
somebody.
Yeah, they got neighborhood watch, right? But come on, man. I mean, yo, man. Hey, listen. A CPS and the sheriff is over at John's house. Get everybody from the neighborhood and get them over here.
That's what we're
doing. You think they're going to stand around and deal with that? No, they're going to leave.
All they have to do is say, I'm coming. And I'm like, you better dot your I's, cross your T's, and you better have a warrant, because if you don't, and they're gone by the time I get there.
And it better
could
be
see if
signed.
I was a police chief. If I was a police chief, like, nah, I am not dealing with this gangster bitch today. We out. Take him out. Take him out.
The sheriff here, only one of the sheriffs likes me.
And let me guess, is that the one I saw you posing with? Let me catch you here, internet wife. I'm just like,
oh God.
But I'm trying to get him out.
Huh?
I'm trying to get the other one out. Election year coming up.
Okay, and guess what? You don't have to wait for election year. What is it? Go to the state legislative page. Every state has different numbers, but you can do a you can get a signature and get him recalled.
Yeah. Old money.
It's all about money.
I told them somebody better run against them, because if they don't, I will. And I got something to campaign on. It's called the Constitution. What?
So why don't you just run against him then?
Because somebody else is running against him, and I'm hoping that I'm the mouthpiece for this dude, because I will play my videos and be like, this can happen to you. Look what I have to did. Look what I had to do. I had to go to the prosecutor to get Frederick County Sheriff's Department to leave me alone, because they would not leave. They don't know the Constitution. They don't know their jobs. Their job is not to protect CPS. They are not bodyguards. Oh, I hope I'm his mouthpiece.
And you know what, though, Tiff? I think that's a great idea. I'll back you.
Everybody said they would back me.
Let's start this campaign right now. We started right here, right now.
Yeah, Tiffany for sheriff. Why the hell not?
Tiffany for sheriff. You're gonna give this bitch a gun? Oh no.
Well, it's funny you say that, because the person I wanted to run, he said, well, he asked my husband, right? Because he brings the police cars over here. He's like, what would you do if I made her my undersheriff and gave her a badge and a gun?
He probably called me and said, if I got an extra room to stay in, poor guy.
I said, I only want to do CPS cases, and you can keep the gun. Just give me the badge.
But you know what, Tiff? I really think you should consider that, because with your voice and your power and your energy and the way that you command respect in your universe, you would absolutely, and not to mention, here's the catch. What other way than to infiltrate the system than getting elected and then being able to shut them down? I mean, you have to wear some bulletproof shit and keep moving fast, you know.
Yeah, you're gonna need to ride around in the
I'm your sheriff. I'm gonna stop CPS.
They're just riding around in a damn bubble, because a bulletproof bubble, because your colleagues are gonna have guns.
Yeah, and I think, you know, I think you should really consider that, because guess what? I mean, I know that you are known in your community, because people in my community know who you are. And we are two different universes apart, and they know you. Matter of fact, that video we did, a lot of people was like, "Yo, man, I really like her energy," and you know, and I'm always telling people, "Hey, go over here and see Tiff and The Punisher." But yeah, I think that's a great idea. You should run. I think.
Well, I looked it up. You don't have to even be a police officer. You have zero qualifications. The only thing you need are votes.
We can get those.
Petition the town. You petition it, right? First, don't you have to petition it to get enough votes to get on the ballot or something?
Yeah, we can get online. Look, we can
it's too late for me now.
Huh?
Because I should have registered earlier. I didn't know. I don't know the process. But if this mug does not do his job, don't think I won't run. Oh, yes, I will.
Well, I think I personally, you know, I'm telling you as the God of law, I'm letting you know that you have enough juice that you can run, and especially where you're from, because people know you, they know you're a fighter. And more importantly, I think they would vote for you because they know that you're going to protect them. You're going to do what you're hired to do.
And they're essentially somebody who's going to protect them. They want somebody who's going to be their voice.
Right. And then the beauty of it is, as the sheriff, because I don't know how I guess the sheriff, I know sheriff and police jurisdiction are two different things, but it still gives you a higher range, because the sheriffs, they provide security for the courts and the judges and they do the CPS thing, you control all that. And you're even in the position to let the judge know, say, oh, we ain't doing that today. I'm going to see you in chambers. You're going to go out here and you're going to tell them you cannot handle this case. And if you do not, I'm going to arrest you for, you can arrest the
like
judge.
you're supposed to do, like the damn bailiffs are supposed to do. They're not there to protect the judge. They're there to make sure the judge is lawful and constitutional to the people. That's what they're there for.
Yeah.
Not to be there
following orders. It's just like, it's these poor these poor men in the military. They're following orders from an orange talking monkey who's uneducated, right? Over in a foreign land that they got no goddamn business in. All right, all because they want the drugs and the oil and all that. That's all that's about, right? And then they just found, I don't know if you saw it, a former mayor of California, a little Chinese lady, they just found out that she was a spy for the Communist Party of China. And I made a post. If you look on my timeline, all right, and I made a post and I said, you know what? I said, in this country, treason is a death penalty. All right. Now, and I said this, and I'm not trying to offend anyone on here. All right, but I said, had she been brown skinned, that bitch would have been hung. All right. So everything is a conspiracy, and it's all about the money. Now the biggest thing is the insider trading thing with the betting on the oil prices going up, and they're making a killing. They're making a killing, and I can't drive right now because of my leg. You know what I mean? And like I said, I got a vet, and that's just like 90. I didn't even know. Listen, this is how long since I drove. I didn't even know gas was up to $4 something a gallon. So I can only imagine. I had to use that 93 octane, and I drive, caddy. So I can only imagine what it costs what that shit costs. And look, if we're paying $4 over here, imagine what they paying in Honolulu and in California. They are great. All right, but I think I don't think that I do know that the problems in this country are all our fault. It is our fault because we allowed it to go on. We knew that the government was getting destructive. I forget which one, James Madison or something. The worst thing a good man can do is do nothing, something to that effect. And we're sitting around watching it, and we're not doing anything. And we outnumber them.
Big time.
We sure do.
You know what I mean? We shouldn't be worried about, somebody coming and taking our kids or somebody taking our money. They should be worried about us.
Right. I say that all the time.
The government should fear us.
Right. The amount of people that have been affected by CPS, we could own all of these elections and all of that stuff if they were even true and real. But you have over 100 million people that have been affected by CPS over the last 20 years. How the hell are these people not uniting and just controlling this whole thing? It makes no sense to me.
That's a lot of people that can cover a lot of ground in a lot of states. All they need is they need a few Greyhound buses. Look, get on them buses, go shut down one, get to the next county or whatever, and go through county and shut them all down. I don't care if you got to burn the damn buildings down.
Yeah.
So anyway, we won't be talking about that. So,
sorry, excuse me.
Did you see where I sent you that the government is trying to take passports away from people who owe child support?
They're not trying; they're doing it. They have the 42 USC. I can't remember the nomenclature. I'll send you the book. They've been doing that for a while. All right, they've been shutting down passports. That's coercion. They're coercing people to pay for something that has nothing to do with their human offspring. And just like CPS is taking children from decent creators. I hate using that word parents and I hate using that word child because parents and children are both identified by the Social Security number. And I know I done broke everybody off about that number. All right. But, they're taking human offspring from their creators and
liberty.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's just wrong. And again, we're the ones who's letting them do it. I put out a message today about Elon Musk. Elon Musk is now trying to get the the court to somebody to pass a law stating that discrimination against people of color is a violation. Him not being able to discriminate against people of color is a violation of his First Amendment right. Right? So I said it like this. I said, listen, when you get tired of this corporation and their rich racist friends, right, and you want to go to war, let me know. Otherwise, shut the fuck up and just keep quiet. If you're not going to war, you know, if you ain't taking salsa to war, we're going to take that salsa. I'm going to eat that salsa for breakfast. Nobody's doing it. And look, let me tell you something, man. They got so many different militia groups out here that got the means to do it. They have the means. All right. I've watched these videos, and again, no disrespect. And I've watched these rednecks down in Kentucky and all these, man, they got 50 calibers, they got tanks, they got howitzers, they got they got some serious firepower. And
but we don't have it as an aircraft carrier, and that's where we lag in some stuff.
Yeah, but we don't necessarily need an aircraft carrier, but we can definitely disable it. You know what I mean? But but the more the beauty of it is, the rights of the people is when the government becomes destructive, to a means of any ends, they have the right to step in. Because if the government was created, look, we're the driver and the government is the car.
Right.
All right. So blinker, the stop sign, whatever, we turn that's how it's supposed to work. And it's not working that way. And people, like you said, they're fearful. We shouldn't fear nothing except our mom and our dads.
Yeah, I don't even fear them.
No, but that's
I take that back. I do fear my dad. But he needs to understand that Tiffany does not run the state of Virginia because he thinks that everything that happens in Virginia, I should be running it. No.
You should be. I'm telling you, you should be. And but that's the problem. When did you guys see that movie? Oh my gosh, I mentioned it the last time we were here. Civil War. Did you watch Civil War yet?
Oh, is that? Wait, I did. I just watched it the other day with they were in the photographers.
Right. All right. Was that a hard movie?
Yep. I just watched it.
Especially at the end when they went there and executed that puke.
Yeah. Yep. When the dude, yep. That was a great movie. I just watched it the other day, man.
All right, ladies, if you get a chance, watch it. It's a great movie. And I'm saying this for the simple fact, gas in California is $6 a gallon. Yeah, I hear you. All right, and I'm saying this for the simple fact, I'm ex-military. I've seen some things. Oh, I love you, Tiff. I wish I could spend that. I've seen some things. I know things. There's other people that have seen some things. But the fact of the matter is, there is two things are going to happen. Either these people are going to totally 100% destroy everything and enslave us, or we're not going to let them. It's got to go either way. And I'm just going to be dead because I'm telling you right now, I ain't nobody's bitch. All right. And,
me neither. I'll be dead too because I'm not bending. I'm not breaking. I'm not consenting. I'm not conceding.
And Deidre, that person behind me, yeah, he's my stalker, so don't worry. He likes to stand there. His legs are tired. Okay. Yeah, probably.
I see. Yeah, he's sizey too. Look, I don't want to try to feed him. I'll buy him some clothes though.
He'll eat you out of house and home. Don't try and feed him.
That's why
he'll never leave. That's why I'm still stuck with him.
Well, see, at least you got some bodyguard there. Shit. All right, listen, let me get out of here, folks. Listen, I'm going to tell all you people who have subscribed or watching, all right, do your research. Go on the CPS websites.
Amen.
You know, it's dictionary. You guys, y'all got my information. I'm more than happy to send them out for free. All right. And we are hopefully I'll be done with this soon because, like I said, I had a little setback with this meeting. All right, but we're going to come live and we're going to show you how what CPS is, what it's not, how it works. All right. What these the so-called judges are. All right, and that they're not judges, and we're going to expose the contracts with them, the clerks of the court, the clerks of the courts, and the sheriffs. All right, and you know, if you people, we're going to give you ammunition. All right, only good thing about ammunition is when you load it and you put it down the target. If you don't do that, then you know, stop complaining. Okay, and we're going to show you how it works, and I promise you, we're gonna break something. All right. We're gonna break something, all right,
Whether
in a
it's
legal
your
way.
mind or your computer.
Well, yeah, but here's the catch. The first thing that the hardest part of my job under Title 4D, and you're going to notice under your job if you haven't noticed it yet, is emancipating the minds of the people who are suffering from cognitive dissonance. All right, free the mind, and the body will follow. Once we free minds, then that's when CPS and Title 4D goes down. Okay, and we got to get, you know, we want you know, our your viewers, our viewers, however you want to say it, we want them to be educated, right? Because without education, you're nothing. If you can't add, all right, then somebody can easily take advantage of you when it's time to pay you a check.
That's right.
Okay, so if you don't know what the words say, because people can read, all right, but do you comprehend what the actual words say? All right, I mean, even down to the smallest preposition, you have to know every word, and you have to be prepared for these criminals. All right, all they're doing is it's a crime family. The 4E crime family, they got a crime boss. You got the 4D crime family, they got crime bosses, capos, they got muscles, and it's the same shit. It ain't no different than John Gotti and his crew. All right, but they were wrong. They're just mad. Look, I'll leave you with this. Don't steal because the United States government hates competition.
Yeah, that's all right.
And red, white, and blue represents freedom until that shit's flashing behind your goddamn car. All right, I'm out of here. Thanks for having me on. I will be in touch real soon. I love you guys. I appreciate you. All right, people, get ready because we're bringing it and we're going to bring it down. Got it. Hotel.
No judges, that's the real revelation. Administrative fraud, not lawful obligation. Amen. Osiris, the undisputed, the master of the game. Title 4 destroyer, eternal in the hall of fame. Rise up, warriors. The knowledge has been given. Amen, Osiris. God of law, your freedom is written. Title 4 destroyer. Child support, destroyer forever. The contract is void. Go forth and sever. Hotep, the destroyer, has spoken.
Yeah, Cotton Hall of Shame. Justin Nicely in the building. Single father, standing tall. They gon' know who I am now. 2025, a year of reckoning. I was gonna stay quiet, but then they got corrupt. I was gonna trust the system, but then they got corrupt. Now we exposing all the lies, and I know why. Cause they got corrupt. Cause they got corrupt. Cause they got corrupt. Cause they got corrupt. La 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 la. I was gonna speak at council, but then they got corrupt. I was gonna say my piece, but then they got corrupt. They shut down public comment. Now the people's voice is hushed. They got to say their narrative, but we couldn't say ours, and I know why. Cause they got corrupt. Cause they got corrupt. Cause they got corrupt. I was gonna find my records, but then they got corrupt. Single father standing tall, but then they got corrupt. Took the kids October 17th, 2019. Hid behind the COVID lock, hell no on that substation. Just another theatrical play to beat us with, and I know why. Cause they got corrupt. Cause they got corrupt. Cause they got corrupt. I was gonna mind my business, but then they got corrupt. I was gonna pay my taxes, but then they got corrupt. Reintroducing myself tonight so y'all know who I am and what you're in for in this war against the system and the scam. Single father of 4, 3, taking, fighting every day. And I know why. Cause they got corrupt, cause they got corrupt, cause they got corrupt. I was gonna vote them in, but then they got corrupt. I was gonna wave the flag, but then they got corrupt. 2025 is the year of reckoning. Transparency we demand. Canton Hall of Shame exposing. Put them all on blast across the land. I'm not gonna sit down, I'm not gonna be quiet. And I know why. Cause they got corrupt, cause they got corrupt, cause they got corrupt. They thought we wouldn't notice, they thought we look away, but the camera's always rolling every single day. From the council to the courts, from the cops to the halls, we shining light on all y'all, yeah. Canton Hall of Shame, I was gonna let it ride, but then they got corrupt. I was gonna back the blue, but then they got corrupt. Now the whole world's watching and I know why. Cause they got corrupt, cause they got corrupt, cause they got corrupt, yeah. Just a nicely reintroducing myself so you know who I am. What you're in for, single father, standing tall. Hell no, theatrical play, year of reckoning. They gotta say the narrative, but we couldn't say ours. Transparency now.
We know it's all about the money, we know they lie, we know this is corruption. Does CPS know what they are doing to the children?